What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over Brass by Thenatan. As the name would imply, the plugin is all about brass. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review. SumnSumnSumn, hit the key. All right, guys, so when you open up the plugin, it is going to look like this. It has a pretty basic GUI, but with this GUI, you can do a lot. So you see right here, this is like an XY axis. This plugin has 4 different layers. So each sound has 4 different layers. So as you look right here, you can see which layers are active and which ones aren't. You have to click this dot in, boom, and that will activate a layer. Right here, you have the samples. So if you move this around, you see how this moves the XY axis. So it's telling you how much of each one of the samples is being used. Next to that, you have attack, release, you have width. You can add color to this thing and you have gain right here. And then you have another set of controls right here. When you hit this little keyboard button, that's going to bring you right here. You can do transpose, you can do pitch bend, you can do mod wheel, which basically controls your tremolo. You have glide, and then you also have velocity right here. And then next to that, you have some effects. So you can control each layer separately. So, you can add gain to each layer. You can pan each layer how you want. You can tune each layer how you want. And then you also have a cutoff down here. And then at top, you have reverse. So you can add reverse to each layer as well, which is a pretty dope feature. If you click this button right here, this is where you get all the effects. So, you're going to get your overdrive or your distortion. You're going to get delay. You get reverb. You get a panner, which is pretty cool because it does the auto panning for you. You have your bit reducer right here. You have EQ right here. You have an iHeart New York style compressor. And then you also have your filter cutoffs here as well. Next to that, you have a cog, and it just basically tells you, how to put your key in right here. You're going to import your samples here. You can change the GUI size. We're just going to leave it at 100 for the demonstration. And then basically how you can get a hold of Thenatan if you do have any problems. So in order to get back to the main page on any of these pages, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to click this right here, that little search icon, and then click it again, and it'll take you to the main page. So I made a little sample beat as always using brass. It's not all the way mixed down with this. I use brass at the intro. So the first 2 sounds you hear are brass. And then the other melodic pieces are from Analog Labs, Omnisphere, so on and so forth. But let's go. All right, guys, so that's the little sample beat that I put together for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back into the plugin. So now as we're looking at brass, again, it looks like this. So this right here is the factory preset. But what's cool about this, again, is all of these sounds sound different as you start moving the XY axis around. So yeah, you get 85 presets, but really you get so many more presets when you think about it once you start moving the sound around. So like if I push this down, but now if I move it up a little bit, if I move it over, so super solid. Again, you can move this anywhere and you just get so many different sounds. That's pretty fire. Move it up here. you know, super fire. So you get a ton of different sounds. So really, I can't stress enough, it's like it's more than 85 presets. Let's go ahead and hop on over here though. So now again, what's cool is if you turn on the reverse, you know, you get the sound to sound like this. So you can hear that reverse sound in there, which is pretty dope to me. And then obviously you get pan, tune, gain, cut off down here. So that's pretty self-explanatory. But let's go over here and mess with drive and some of these other effects. So again, if we push this down, it's gonna sound like this. But now if we add some drive into it, all you have to do is come down here to the number and then just roll it up. And you can hear it too on the delay, which is nice. But now if I pull it down, same with delay, you can mess with delay. You can change the time of the delay. So you can hear how that's working there as well. We're gonna go ahead and put it back to 1/16. You can mess with the reverb. So that really affects the way that it sounds as well, which is a pretty nice, you know, effect as well. We all love reverb. You can click these on and off by just clicking on the button right there, like so. Then you have panner over here. So let's go ahead and hit this panner. So you hear how it's panning back and forth in your ears. That's pretty nice as well. I'm gonna go ahead and change this and put it on another preset real quick. So let's go ahead, and I really like these stab presets. So let's go ahead and put it on one of these. Fire preset right there. So let's go ahead and go back to the effects now. So with this, you know, we can turn this on, and this is what bit crusher is going to sound like. We can turn that up a little bit. So we can totally destroy it if we want to. Obviously, that's probably not what we're going to be doing. You can throw a little bit on there. Still a lot, because you obviously know how bit reducer is, but you know, that's pretty nice. Then you have your EQ right here as well. And so you can see here, it just boosted in either a shelf for the low and the high. And then in the mid, it's kind of like a bell or, you know, a slope. So it's pretty nice. Then you have this I Heart New York compressor right here. And then right here, you just have your cutoffs. So pretty self-explanatory, but definitely some solid effects in here that you can use. So I've done this review just a little bit differently than the typical reviews that I do. Basically, I picked out a lot of the presets that I like in the plugin and picked different patterns for them so that you guys can hear what they sound like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run through some of these presets just so that you guys can hear what they sound like, and you know, make your decision from there. All right, guys, so that's the plugin for you. In my honest opinion, I feel like this is a very solid brass plugin. If you're looking to make any kind of beats with like a modern sounding brass and maybe not the old synthy brasses or something like this, I would definitely check this plugin out. It's definitely good for making like Rick Ross type beats or any kind of beat, any kind of beat that uses brass. It is currently $20 for the intro price. I'll leave the link below in the description. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Sum, hit the key.